Okay, welcome to my itinerary for a one full day trip in Delhi. A bit of disclosure on this. This wasn't actually filmed in a day. It was filmed over 3 days. That was more to do with my itinerary. The first section I filmed was actually the India Gate section. That was filmed on the first evening I was in India. The following morning I filmed the Red Fort and Chandni Chowk section, and then I travelled around India for a bit, and the final bit was filmed when I returned to Delhi, and that was filmed over a morning and lunchtime. However, I have checked the timings on this, and this is very possible within a day. We'll start with an overview of Delhi, give you some idea of orientation. First stop will be the Red Fort, and then Chandni Chowk for some food about lunchtime. We'll be using the Delhi Metro, which is a very good way of getting around Delhi. The yellow line and the violet line are of interest to us in here. We'll go down to Humayun's tomb, then to Lodi Garden. We'll jump on a yellow line again and down to Qutub Minar, and then hopefully back up to India Gate after sunset to have a look there. Okay, metro is definitely the way to get around Delhi. It's modern, clean, very cheap, unbelievably cheap. I think the most I've paid so far for one trip is 40 rupees. You can get a day card for, I think it's 150 rupees, that takes you anywhere in the city on the metro. That doesn't include the airport line, but it is very, very pleasant way to get around Delhi. This was filmed in 2018. I believe the prices for the day passes have gone up. I think it's 200 rupees for a day pass and 500 rupees for a 3-day pass, but that's still exceptional value for money. Okay, so the hotel I was staying at was in Parganj. There's also some good hotels down near Connaught Place. I got the yellow line up to Chandni Chowk metro station, which is there. There is, on the violet line, there's Lal Kila, which is Red Fort stop. Check the websites to see which is the most convenient for you. As I say, I went to Chandni Chowk. We're going to do Red Fort, and then we're going to come down to this area here, which is Chandni Chowk, for some food. It's a shopping area and very good for street food. Just come from Chandni Chowk metro station, which was 10 rupees from New Delhi. Absolute bargain. That's about 12 pence. A couple of stops, walk past Chandni Chowk. There's a lot of markets and stuff like that there. The reason I'm here is for this, which is the Red Fort. This was built by Shah Jahan, who's the same guy who built the Taj Mahal. And I'm going to go and take a look around. I'd recommend getting to the Red Fort about 9:30 in the morning for this particular itinerary. It first opens at 9:30, and also on this you'll notice the difference between Indian fees to get into these places and foreigner fees. The good thing about that is that the queues for the foreigner fees turnstiles are much shorter. So all of these places, make sure you join the right queue, the foreigner queue. It's sometimes put up as high value ticket queue, but it'll keep queuing to a minimum. Plenty of wildlife around in Red Fort. These are Indian palm squirrels, which are very cute. The Red Fort has some interesting buildings. A lot of these areas would have been covered in water to keep the gardens cool during the day. But it's extensive gardens and some very interesting buildings. About an hour to an hour and a half looking around the Red Fort is plenty of time. And then we move from the tranquility of the Red Fort to Chandni Chowk, which is mayhem. This area is just a very short stroll down the street from the Red Fort. Take your life in your hands crossing the road in Delhi. This area is renowned for its shopping, lots of clothes shops, and it's also very, very famous areas of here for its street food and food stalls with some absolutely delicious food, but again, very, very cheap. So you can decide either to take a snack lunch here, get your food from one of the places that I'll show coming up, or any of the numerous places that are around, just queue up and take away your food. Or alternatively, as you'll see in a bit, you can go to Pradhaneka Street and sit down and have a fuller meal. But again, this is the idea here is just to have a quick snack lunch in a very, very famous place for food in Delhi. Paratha Makers Street. Lots of great street food all down here, I believe. Let's go and have a look and explore. Very, very busy here. There are lots and lots of places to eat along this little street. It's quite difficult to find. It's a little alleyway off the main road. But if you keep looking out, you'll spot it. Yeah, the place I ended up seeing was recommended to me, and it was fantastic food.
Habla que está escribiendo y vamos a
दो बड़े भाई ले ले
Even though it's packed out, they got seated very quickly. Very popular with the locals, as you can tell. Say so, Paratha.
This is pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
This is potato.
Yeah.
This is peas and potato.
Yeah.
This is made out of tamarind. Tamarind sauce. Tamarind sauce. This is mint.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm going to leap in here now. So I'm going to put this away.
This is pickle.
And this is a pickle.
That's a pickle. Okay, okay.
Pickled cucumber, pickled carrot.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, once we've eaten, head either back to Chandni Chowk for the yellow line or to Lal Kila for the violet line. We're heading down south of the city. Either line will take about 15 minutes to get where we're going to. If you take the yellow line, you'll need to change at Central Secretariat here. Just change over, it's very easy to do, change over to the violet line. And then once you're on the violet line, you can either get off at Khan Market or JLN Stadium. I chose to get off at Khan Market and then took a auto rickshaw, it's the Indian equivalent of a tuk-tuk, to Humayun's tomb and the complex there. There's actually quite a few tombs there. There's a tomb complex, but that's where I headed to. I then headed from Humayun's tomb to Lodi Garden, took a quick taxi, again, just a couple of minutes. And then once I'd visited Lodi Garden, I headed down to Jorbag for the metro to head to Qutub Minar. You try and get to Humayun's tomb for about 1:30 and spend maybe an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half exploring the complex. There's quite a few tombs. This being the main one, Humayun's tomb. Yes, there's some very beautiful, peaceful gardens. It's quite early in the morning. Very impressive mausoleum too. As I said earlier, this is early in the morning, but this was filmed over 3 days for the purpose of the itinerary of this trip. You want to be getting here just after lunchtime, between 1 and 1:30. So it's not just Humayun's tomb here, there's a number of other tombs. So I took a quick taxi to Lodi Garden. Again, 5 minutes in a taxi. Try and get here about 2:30, 2:45, 3 o'clock, 2:30, 2 and 3 o'clock. You spend 45 minutes, an hour, just wandering around. It's very pleasant. More Indian palm squirrels. Lodi Gardens is absolutely fantastic. A few tombs scattered around, wide open space gardens, lots of trees, lots of birds. You probably can't see this, but there's a kite headed this way. Lots of no, I'm okay, thank you. There's lots of parakeets around. Very pretty, very beautiful. Have a nice stroll around Lodi Garden. There's plenty of water features. It's a large park and very pleasant. You want to keep a little bit of an eye on the time because you need to be getting to Qutb Minar at the very latest at 5 o'clock. They won't let you in after 5 o'clock. You want to be getting to Qutb Minar about between 4 and 4:30. I jumped in a auto rickshaw to get to the Yellow Line metro station. Again, this was 5 minutes. You'll have no trouble flagging down taxis and auto rickshaws. They're everywhere, especially at the tourist destinations. Okay, I got the auto rickshaw to Jorbag station, followed the Yellow Line all the way down, go past House. There's quite a few hotels in that area. Now there's Saket Metro or Qutb Minar Metro. Actually, Saket Metro is just as close to Qutb Minar, and you might as well get off there as it's quicker. And again, get a taxi or a tuk-tuk auto rickshaw to the complex. But remember, 5 o'clock is the last entry. If you get there between 4 and 4:30 in the afternoon, that would be great. As you can see, we're not far away from the airport. So again, auto rickshaw or taxi back to Saket Metro and jump back on the yellow line heading north. You want to head to Central Secretariat Station. Central Secretariat, and this is the heart of Indian government. There's the Parliament of India, lots of parliamentary and government buildings around here. You walk down one road, turn onto the Raj Path, and walk along there through gardens to India Gate. And again, I'd recommend doing this after sunset. There's lots of people around, as you can see. They illuminate India Gate. As you see, this is very popular. The India Gate is now home to the tomb of the unknown Indian soldier. It's very, very popular. It's a tourist attraction with locals and foreigners alike. I hope you've enjoyed this potential itinerary. Again, I've checked the timings, it's very much doable in a day, or you can split it up into 2 days or 3 days even, depending on how much time you want to do. But it's a comfortable,
Very nice, but
it's a comfortable 4 days itinerary. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.